In the last video, we introduced you to creating simple formulas. In this video, I want to introduce the concept of functions. Now, for smaller calculations, you can use formulas pretty much easy enough. And here I have an example. I have these numbers, and I have them added together. Let me show you what the formula looks like. So in formulas, show formula, and you can see what I had to write in order to get that information. Again, coming back from the rules that we learned in the last video, I began with an equal sign, and then I referenced the locations, the cells themselves, not the information in the cell. So A1 plus A2 plus A3, etc., going down to get my answer. This is possible. You can do this for small things. However, as you can imagine, that's a little bit time consuming and not really necessary. This is one of the problems with formulas. You have to write them all out. There's no real shortcut to doing that. Instead, what we have are something called functions. Functions are the shorthand for doing this. So if I wanted to add A1 through A10, instead of just doing A1 plus A2 plus A3 ad nauseum, I can say sum this. Give me a sum of this group right here. And that would be a function. Now, there are over 400 different functions available in Microsoft Excel, and no one's expected to know how they all work. Instead, they have a search feature, but we'll cover that in a second. Let me show you instead how we would do this with a function instead of formula. Now, in the next video, we do show you how to do some of the basic functions, but right now, we're just introducing the concept. Instead of me having to do each individual cell, let me show you what a function can do. Let me click in here, and I will go over here and click sum. This is a function. I am going to highlight what I want to include. You can see how it's different than what was over here. I'm going to hit enter, and lo and behold, I have the same answer, but it was a lot less work. So that is an example of a function versus an example of a formula. Back to trying to find out more functions. Like I said, there are over 400 functions available in Excel, and nobody's expected to know all of them. In order to find them, we need to go to formulas, which were already here. On the left-hand side of the button is named Insert Functions. If we click on this, we are presented with this Insert Function window. Excel has given us a nice search feature where you can type in a brief description of what you're looking for. So it kind of guesses what you're looking for. And it will give you a list of functions based off of what it thinks what you're interested in. And it gives you a little bit of a guide. This is, all right, this is what it does. And it also gives you the way you're supposed to put it, the syntax of how it's supposed to be written. So that is a quick little introduction to functions. In the next video, we're going to take a look at some basic functions that you need to know.